Good day, everyone. Today, I will present the Garbage Management Plan, a crucial framework to manage ship-generated waste on board vessels and ensure environmental compliance. Importance of garbage management. Ships generate various types of waste, including food, plastics, paper, metal, and operational residues. Improper disposal can pollute oceans, harm marine life, and violate international and domestic regulations. The Garbage Management Plan establishes systematic procedures for collecting, processing, storing, and disposing of garbage on board, minimizing environmental impact while meeting compliance obligations. MARPOL Annex V Garbage Management. Under MARPOL Annex V, Regulation 1, garbage is defined as vital, domestic, and operational waste generated during normal ship operations, excluding substances regulated under other MARPOL annexes. The provisions apply to all ships. MARPOL Annex V, Regulation 2, Disposal Rules. Plastics may not be discharged into the sea under any circumstances according to Regulations 3, Paragraph 1, Sub 1.1 and 5, Paragraph 2, Sub 2.1. Food waste may be discharged only after being ground through a comminutor or grinder, with a maximum particle size of 25 millimeters. Regulations 3, Paragraph 1, Sub 1.3 and Regulations 5, Paragraph 2, Sub 2.3. Outside special areas, discharge must occur at least 3 nautical miles from the nearest land, while within special areas, the minimum distance is 12 nautical miles. Other garbage such as paper, glass, metal, or dunnage must also be discharged at least 12 nautical miles from land in special areas, and plastics are strictly prohibited in all areas. Regulations 5, Paragraph 2. Any accidental discharge must be recorded in the garbage record book, including the circumstances, reason. Regulations 6 and 9. Record keeping. Ships that are 400 gross tonnage or above, or carrying 15 or more persons, must carry a garbage management plan and maintain a garbage record book, as required in Regulations 9, Paragraph 2 and Regulations 9, Paragraph 3. These records must include the date, time, geographic position, category, and quantity of garbage discharged, incinerated, or transferred, along with the signature of the responsible officer. Records must be preserved for 2 years. Port state authorities may inspect these records, and certified copies are admissible as evidence. Regulation 9, Paragraph 5. Port state control. Port state control measures allow ships to be inspected, and non-compliant vessels may be detained until deficiencies are corrected. Regulation 8. Governments are responsible for providing adequate reception facilities at ports and ensuring compliance with these regulations. Malaysian law, Merchant Shipping Ordinance 1952. In Malaysia, the Merchant Shipping Ordinance 1952, Part VA, Sections 306B to 306K, requires vessels to comply with pollution prevention rules. The Director of Marine may issue notices, conduct inspections, and take corrective actions for non-compliance, with penalties including fines or ship detention. Ships must notify the Director of Marine prior to high-risk activities, such as waste handling, tank cleaning, or dredging, under Section 491B. Failure to notify can result in a fine of up to 100,000 ringgit, imprisonment for up to 2 years, or both. Vessels must also maintain the latest MARPOL rules, Malaysia shipping notices, and other environmental legislation on board, Section 81, with non-compliance resulting in a fine of up to 25,000 ringgit per ship. Malaysian Shipping Notices 45/2008 and 46/2008 implement MARPOL Annex V domestically. MSN 46/2008 prohibits the disposal of plastics and regulates food waste discharge according to grinder standards, ensuring particles do not exceed 25 millimeters in special areas. Objectives of the Garbage Management Plan. The main objectives of the plan include minimizing garbage generation on board, ensuring proper segregation of waste types, facilitating environmentally safe disposal through incineration or transfer to port reception facilities, ensuring compliance with MARPOL Annex V, MSO 1952, and Malaysian Shipping Regulations, MSN. Key components of the plan. The Garbage Management Plan outlines Collection and segregation. Waste must be separated by type, such as plastics, food, paper, and hazardous materials. Processing and storage. Food waste must be processed with onboard grinders. Particles cannot exceed 25 millimeters if discharged at sea. Disposal. Disposal at sea is strictly regulated. Otherwise, waste must be retained until transferred to approved port reception facilities. Responsibilities. Crew members are assigned duties to monitor and record waste management operations, ensuring accountability and compliance. The oil tanker UUM-BOLEH is a Malaysian-flagged vessel with a gross tonnage of 28,927 GT, a deadweight of 39,276 tons, and a crew of 35, including the captain, engaged in international voyages. The primary convention applicable is MARPOL Annex V, which governs the prevention of pollution by garbage from ships. This convention applies to all ships, but is mandatory for vessels of 400 gross tonnage or more, or for ships carrying 15 or more persons on international voyages, which clearly includes UUM-BOLEH. Key compliance requirements for UUM-BOLEH include segregation of garbage into plastics, paper, metal, food, and operational residues. Plastics must never be discharged into the sea. Food waste may only be discharged after being ground to less than or equal to 25 millimeters, following the minimum distance rules: 3 nautical miles from land outside special areas and 12 nautical miles within special areas. Maintenance of a garbage management plan and garbage record book with entries including date, time, position, type, quantity, and officer signature. Disposal of garbage through approved port reception facilities or compliant discharge at sea.
Thank you for watching. See you next video.